So I remember when I decided to move, so I moved to California to start a gym or get into fitness. And I got there and the guy who I said I was going to mentor under was like, "Where are you staying?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just got here." And he was like, "What do you mean you don't know?" I was like, "I don't know. I just showed up." And so he said I could sleep at his place that night. The next morning went to the gym and he got on a chair and said, "Hey, who here is going to house this kid?" And one guy came up to me and was like, "I'll give you a room." So I rented one room in a house for $400 a month. And then when I left that room to start sleeping at the gym, which was an hour away because I couldn't make the commute, so I saved $400 a month. I remember being actually kind of excited about it. I remember being like, "Man, this is going to be a sick story." Yeah, this is my Rocky cutscene, right? But the thing is that the Rocky cutscene lasts 30 seconds in the movie, but it can last 5 years in your life. And when I was sleeping on the gym floor, I'll give you a detail that'll tell you that the stack of undeniable proof was that my first gym was underneath of a parking garage. And so there's these metal dividers in the ceiling. And so cars would drive over this and it's a concrete box. And so it sounded like a gunshot, like and it would happen at all hours of the night. And probably the most painful from an emotional perspective experience that I would have on a regular basis was that it was also an abandoned enough parking lot that college kids my age, would go up and party on the roof. And so like while they were partying literally above my head and making noise that would prevent me from sleeping, I would be down below in a dark warehouse in a city that I knew no one. Like, I was from Baltimore. I drove across the country. I went to Huntington Beach. I literally knew no one and no one knew me. And so I'm sleeping there. And then I realized that I can't really sleep at night. And so I'm living on naps for the first 6 months of the gym. And like homeless people are sleeping in my parking lot and I have to like go out and tell them to like go away. And then I get back, lock the door, and I go back on the AstroTurf, which is where I slept with a blanket and a pillow. And I bring this up because like the visceral feeling that you go through when you're going through the mound of shit period or the shit eating, what feels like a marathon, is that it becomes 30-second soundbite in my story.
Yeah.
But it was years.